Welcome back to another episode of Out Loud Geek, where we discuss news and views about pop culture, science fiction, fantasy, food, cooking, the outdoors, and more. Before proceeding, I want to take a moment to personally thank everyone who has subscribed to the channel in the past few days. I am very grateful and humbled by your support for the channel. Thank you very, very much. Your support is deeply appreciated. Well, looky here. It looks like the ratings have changed a little bit for the Harry and Meghan Vanity Docu-series. And the tomato meter score, which is the critics score over on Rotten Tomatoes, has dropped since the last time we checked it. It dropped from 47% to 42%. That's not very good, is it? But the average audience score went up slightly. It went up from 12%, which is what we had a few days ago, to 15%. Oh, what a huge rise. Yes, a few more people have decided to give this show a positive rating, even though the vast majority are still giving it a negative rating. So let's check the IMDb score real quick just to see if that changed too. And lo and behold, oh my goodness, it's gone from a meager 2.7 out of 10 rating on IMDb to 4.0. Wow. Well, that is an increase, but it's still a failing grade. And for those who want to view this as a huge improvement, well, a failing grade is still a failing grade. This thing is a flop. This thing is reviled by the vast majority of people. No matter how many people actually still like Meghan and Harry, most people can't stand them anymore. And another article came out that I wanted to share with people because it's rather entertaining. Harry and Meghan's exhausting endurance test Netflix docuseries scores just 43% on Rotten Tomatoes as viewers blast the cringeworthy Netflix show. So when this article came out yesterday, yes, it was still a 43% tomato meter over on Rotten Tomatoes, which, as I just showed, is now down to 42%. While the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are relying on the US market to warm to them, the docuseries was described as a cringeworthy, exhausting endurance test by outlets. One described it as going disastrously for the couple. Well, you know, all you have to do is look at the reviews, and yes, it is rather disastrous, isn't it? The pair detailed their experiences leading to their decision to step away from British royal duties and make a new start in the United States in Harry and Meghan, the 6-part series. The first 3 installments released last week to mixed reviews. Well, let's be more honest here, 2 very negative overall reviews. While the first 3 installments released last week focused on the British media's coverage of the couple, the final 3 episodes that dropped on the 15th see Harry, who is now 38 years old, directing more of his ire at Prince William, who is now heir to the throne, and speaking in more detail about how his relationship with the royal household broke down. Well, it's very important to point out here that the royal family has not responded to this. They were not asked in a proper way to respond to this so that anything that they may have wanted to say would be included in this to make it more impartial. This is a very one-sided show, which really makes it completely biased. And it's co-produced by Harry and Meghan themselves. This is what they want the people to see. This isn't supposed to be impartial. It's supposed to be their version of events, not anyone else's, and certainly not the rest of the royal family. Looking at the reviews will not make happy reading for Harry and Meghan, who is now 41, or for the director of the docuseries, Liz Garbus. The audience score makes for even worse reading, with positive reviews making up just now 15% of the over 4,200 reviews posted to the website as of Friday morning. There have been some suggestions this has been a result of review bombing. Oh yes, if people don't like something, just immediately try to pass it off as review bombing because we don't really want people to know how much most people really hate and despise this show now, do we? You know, you can't fool people. Nobody likes this show. It's very clear that very few people actually do like it, and very few people still actually like this couple. The people who like them are vastly outnumbered by everybody else who doesn't like them anymore. The Atlantic magazine's review of the final 3 episodes of the series calls them a cringeworthy end of Harry and Meghan on Netflix. Reporter Helen Lewis asks readers if they were ready for 3 more hours of expensively lit retribution. She bemoans the length of the docuseries, noting that Ken Burns needed just 3 times as long to get through the entire Vietnam War, which lasted for several years. So yes, do we really need 6 hours of listening to Harry and Meghan whining about the royal family and just, oh, how terrible it was for them? Yeah, this super rich couple that can pretty much live wherever they want. Yeah, nobody gives a hoot about that crap anymore. Nobody cares about them. Well, a few people do. I will grant you that there still are some people who like Harry and Meghan, but they represent a very small minority of the population. This recurrent motif gives the whole documentary the unfortunate air of a late-night message left on your ex's voicemail, insisting that you are happy to have moved on and are having a great life, she says. Lewis also points out that while the couple repeat that they have never had the chance to tell their story, really, in addition to sitting for a primetime interview with Oprah Winfrey last year, Meghan also cooperated with the writers Omid Scobie and Carolyn Durand, the authors of a sympathetic biography of the couple. Yes, I'm sure that was just totally impartial and unbiased, right? Because we really want to make sure that Harry and Meghan are seen only a positive light because, oh, they're perfect and they're the victims. Oh, cry, feel so sorry for them that they had to quit the royal family. Yeah, no, I'm not crying for them. This to me is ridiculous. I mean, this is just a money grab by this people doing this stupid 6-episode vanity piece, because that's really what it is. It's not a documentary. It is a vanity piece. In concluding her article, Lewis says that viewers should be so lucky that Harry and Meghan might move on now. Gee, we can only hope that they don't come back and do yet another so-called docu-series to make everybody, bored to death. Forbes, meanwhile, gave another withering assessment of the Netflix show. Netflix's Harry and Meghan is going disastrously for Harry and Meghan, its headline read on Thursday. The outlet says that while The Crown has been a roaring success for Netflix, the reality royalty has not gone nearly as smoothly. No, because most people who've seen it can't stand it. While briefly dethroning Mega Hit Wednesday for the #1 spot on Netflix, the show quickly slipped back under it. And the 3-hour premiere has been a bit roasted by critics and fans alike, Forbes says. And I have been watching the Wednesday show, and it's a lot of fun. I actually really like that series. Unlike Harry and Meghan, which I don't even want to tune into that because it's clear that it's just a load of crap. And I've already heard their crap from other sources. I don't need to waste 6 hours of my life listening to them try and give me their, oh, please feel sorry for us crap. I don't need that. Who needs that? The publication jested, however, that the fallout from Harry and Meghan's docuseries would probably be enough for, unfortunately, a second season of the documentary. No, please, don't let there be any more of this. Oh, hell no, please. Given what's likely to be happening now within the palace. No, I don't think most people want to see any more of Harry and Meghan. They're fed up with it. They don't want to see them. These people don't want to go live in private. They don't want to raise their children in private. They want the whole world to see them the way that they want the world to see them. That's really what this all boils down to. Slate magazine's review towed a line between showing sympathy for the couple's experiences with the British royal family, while also saying it's okay to admit that Harry and Meghan are annoying. Oh, yeah, they are very annoying. This whole series they did is annoying. The whole fact that they did the series and got paid for it and even helped to co-produce it is all very annoying. Stapleton says he cringed at large parts of the Netflix show, saying that the couple often felt like scripted reality stars who weren't fully prepared to let their guard down. This is what the critics are saying. I mean, the critics are really, they're not holding back their critiques on this show because overall they don't like it. And this is what people need to understand. If whoever is listening to this, if you are a big fan of Harry and Meghan, you need to face the truth that most people now cannot stand them because of how they have behaved and because they won't stop disparaging the rest of the royal family at every opportunity that they have. And people are getting tired of hearing this over and over and over from Harry and Meghan. The Chicago Tribune, meanwhile, said that the final 3 episodes were about image management for Harry and Meghan. This is what they want people to see. What they are presenting in this so-called docu-series is precisely what they want the public to see of them in order to gain sympathy so that they can make more money. They want to profit from their so-called mistreatment. Oh, it's just so awful that they had to leave the royal family and end up in a very palatial house in Los Angeles with servants and who knows what else. Oh, how terrible. Oh, the misery of it all. This is what they want people to think, that they are just so sad and alone and it's just so miserable. Harry and Meghan brought all of this upon themselves. I am not swayed by the things that Harry and Meghan say. I do not agree with them withdrawing from the royal family. Of course, it was their right to do that. They chose to do this. But now they want people to be sorry for them. They want all the sympathy and they want lots of money along with it too. And I saw something about Harry complaining that in these last 3 episodes that apparently Prince William had at some point yelled at him, and that so upset him. Well, I've got news for Prince Harry. Guess what? Siblings don't always get along. Sometimes they fight with each other, and sometimes they yell at each other. This is a fact of life. And if you haven't figured that out at 38 years of age, I think you still have some growing up to do. Everybody wants to be done with Harry and Meghan. That is the truth. That is the reality of the situation. Let's all hope this is the end of it. Thanks for watching today, and a huge thanks to everyone who has subscribed to our channel. We appreciate your support. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, and please feel free to share a comment. If you'd like to see more of our videos in the future and help support this channel, please press the red subscribe button, and please press the bell to receive notifications for new content. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter by clicking on the links in the description. Until next time, this is Out Loud Geek.